Good evening. I'm Harry Keeling, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. Our guest this evening is Major Mike Boyer, who's a C-17 pilot at JBER, and he's this year's Arctic Thunder Director. Mike was born in Pittsburgh and graduated from the United States Air Force Academy. He's had assignments all over the world, from Charleston to Hawaii to Hungary. Welcome, Mike, and thanks for your service.
Well, thank you, sir, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Mike, I also want to thank you and all of the men and women at JBER and for other places for the spectacular event that we're going to talk about tonight, Arctic Thunder. Sometimes I think we don't realize the enormous amount of work that you and others put into the preparation that makes this event such a success. So thank you. Let's just start with basics, dates and times.
Okay, well, Arctic Thunder will be held on the 30th and the 31st of July, obviously, this year, and the gates will open at 9 a.m.
Okay. So Saturday and Sunday is for the general public?
That's correct. Saturday and Sunday is open to the general public. Boniface and Fort Richardson gates will be open. There is no admission fee, there is no parking fee, so come on in. It will be vectored into free parking, and then from the parking you go through security zone and then onto the ramp where you have stack displays.
So coming through the Fort Rich gate and then going through Fort Rich to Elmendorf, or come through the Boniface gate?
That's correct.
Okay. You and I have talked a little bit about this. Sounds like you guys have really put a lot of thought into this so that we don't have the traffic jams and in fact, you mentioned one thing about the not having to shut it down during the fly-in.
Yeah, in the past we've had to close one of the roads because it goes through what we call an air box. So when you have very fast, high-energy performance aircraft like jet aircraft, we have to shut down one of the intersections, and we found a way this time around to have a bypass so we never really have to slow or stop the flow of traffic.
You know what I'd like to do now, Mike, is talk a little bit about Friday, which
Sure.
I think has always been called the Special Needs Day.
That's correct.
Can you talk about what that entails and who it involves?
So Special Needs Day is a by invitation only event, and we reach out to the local community and certain shelters and other organizations to bring individuals onto the base and give them a behind-the-scenes look at how the open house is planned and allow them to move around the area a little more freely without a large crowd, and also view some of the practice demonstrations that will be going on at that time.
What a wonderful thing. And I know that JBER and Elmendorf have been doing that for years, and it really is a wonderful thing that you provide that day for special people. If folks have questions about that, can we put is there a website they can go to?
Yeah, absolutely. I encourage everyone to visit JBER's website. I believe it's on the screen now. There's really two websites. The first one is the installation website, where it hosts the formal information about the base. And then we have another website that we built, arcticthunderopenhouse.com. This website will host specific information about the open house. It will enhance everybody's overall experience.
Good. And the show on Friday is maybe not a carbon copy, but pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
what they'll be exposed to, and what they can see, and
Yeah,
take part in.
the timings might not match up exactly, but we're giving the performers a chance to do a local area orientation, get familiar with the airspace and the landmarks. They'll fly their routines, maybe try out some new maneuvers. It's really their way of conducting ongoing practice and proficiency.
I think I'd like to get you back on next time. We've got just about a minute left, but I want to talk about the show itself. But we've got a little bit of time still this evening. So for Saturday and Sunday, you said the gates open at 9, is that correct?
That's correct. The gates open at 9 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. And the show itself starts at?
The show will start between 10 and 10:30, We'll have a really energetic opening. We'll have an airdrop. We'll have an acro teaser. We'll have the rescue squadron, the National Guard Rescue Squadron, dropping the American flag into show center, and a pretty powerful flyby.
Oh, that's nice. And what time is that? 10:15?
Between 10 and 10:30.
Okay. So really, people should get there a little bit early if they want to really see the start, huh?
Yeah, I would recommend getting there closer to the opening, especially if you want to view some of the SAC displays. We have over 40 SAC displays that will be on the ramp. So if you want to take some time and view those assets and hardware beforehand without the air show going on overhead, that's the time to do it, because around that time frame we will be starting a full day's worth of aerial performances.
Great. Mike, let's get you back on and talk about some of the performers and a couple other special considerations. But I would like to, in fact, let's just put the rest of it off until next week. Appreciate you being on tonight, and I look forward to having you back on next time. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and until next time, fly safe.